Alright, today we're going to be looking at the Brooks Ricochet. I've put about 75 miles on these shoes and got some, feedback, some pretty good feedback I think for y'all. So let's kind of dive right in. I'm going to break this review down into two sections, talk about why you might like the shoe and maybe some reasons why you may not like the shoe so much. Let's get right to it. Some reasons why. First, Brooks has made a pretty overall comfortable shoe. I've taken this shoe on runs from between, just a few miles, a 5K, to 10, 12 miles. And it's really been comfortable, throughout those runs. No problem areas, no blisters, no chafing, just a well-constructed, comfortable shoe. No foot fatigue. It's worked really well for me, in that comfort category. A second reason why you might want to try out this shoe is it has a really, really simple upper. It's made from two pieces. There is kind of this toe area piece and then another piece that makes up the midfoot and the ankle heel area. There's just one stitch on each side of the shoe that holds it together, and then there's a sock liner inside. This makes a really, really comfortable design. It does, get your feet a little hot because there is kind of no overlays, no thin mesh holding it all together. It's just kind of two pieces of mesh, and Brooks did, use some pretty beefy mesh there. So if you are running a hot climate or, your feet tend to overheat a little bit, this shoe will not help that problem at all. It is pretty thick mesh on the upper. Another reason I really like the shoe is the fit. Brooks tends to make really well-fitting shoes, at least for my feet. I'm a standard size 11.5, and right out of the box, this thing fit perfectly. No tricky lacing techniques, no heel slippage, no blister, hot spot areas. Didn't have to wear two socks because it was too big. Didn't have to wear my thinnest pair of socks because it was too tight. It was a great fitting, comfortably well-constructed shoe. All that said, it's not a perfect shoe. Some reasons why you might not want to try the shoe. First of all, Brooks kind of markets this as a lightweight trainer. They say size 9 runs about 10.5 ounces. My size 11.5 was more than 12 ounces, and 12 ounces is not really a lightweight category for me. So if you're looking for a shoe for kind of those slower, more comfortable days, and a shoe that you can lace up and take to the track with you if you're doing some speed workout, this might not be the shoe for you. 12 ounces is a little heavy for me on those interval days. So probably not a race day shoe, probably not a shoe for speed workouts, a little bit heavy for my leg. Another reason I didn't really like the shoe is it didn't provide a whole lot of ground feel. This foam on here is pretty thick. It's comfortable, but it's thick and it's beefy. So not a whole lot of ground feel and not a whole lot of flexibility either. The shoe seems to want to flex kind of right in the center. I prefer my shoes to have a little more flexibility kind of in this toe area, and it's pretty springy right here, but it's not kind of the flexibility I'm looking for. It's a little stiff kind of throughout, and I was hoping for something that provided a little bit more flexibility. Third thing that I was really surprised at that was not so great about this shoe was the rubber outsole. The sole is about 90% rubber. However, this rubber does not improve with grip at all, especially in wet conditions. Sidewalk, asphalt, things that are normally not a problem on a wet, rainy day. The shoe just didn't do a good job. Didn't inspire a whole lot of confidence, going around a corner on a sidewalk on a wet day or trying to pick up the pace, especially on kind of the toe off, it would kind of slip and jerk back in those wet situations. So really kind of disappointed. You'd think with all this rubber on the bottom it would give you some nice good grip, but it just wasn't there. So overall, I think Brooks has a pretty good shoe here. It's comfortable, it fits well, has this very simple, nice constructed upper, however, a little bit heavy. So kind of in conclusion, I would give this shoe solid B. Give it an 85 out of 100. That's the Brooks Ricochet.